So Colorado State's offense will go to work first. In the last meeting, Colorado State pulled out a close win against Wyoming.
Yeah, Colorado State executed really good in this border war. In the bronze boot game, they took care of business. In the big moments, they didn't let it bother them. They didn't think about the trophy, and they really took it home.
That was a big win for Colorado State, too, because both them and Wyoming, they recruit a lot of the same players, so it helped them on their recruiting trail during the offseason. This game has a major impact, not just on the standings, but also in recruiting.
The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cowboys' offense will get the ball for the first time. And, Jesse, they've got a quarterback that, if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot...
Oh, he's got some space. All right, guys, let's chat a little Wyoming. Could pick up on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more than emotion.
Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man quickly. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Running through contact. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys are in the red zone. Holds and fires complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado State takes over the rim. Offense returns to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Gives it on the option. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds a spot in the middle.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Finding open areas. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. He now has 56 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
The border war over the Bronze Boot dates back to 1899, but the introduction of the Bronze Boot trophy was started as part of a mutual agreement between each school's respective ROTC departments.
Well, it's nice that there was a mutual agreement because the very first time these two teams played in 1899, the game was forfeit. Apparently there was breaking of rules. It ended up in a brawl. These two schools have not liked each other for a very long time in the border war.
I'm here for all of it. I'm here for the petty. I'm here for the college fans that don't like each other, the anger, the competition. So this should be a great matchup.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Complete to the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Man, what a nice touchdown run. This is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out.
Handoff from the gun.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Toledo. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They want to get this defense on its heels.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Colorado State. Great job by the back on the option.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a big gain. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line.
There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. So now it's second and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's already made one field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. The official says no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's Yang. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Third down coming up after the completion. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Rams will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The give on the option. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Cowboys really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. It's on target and complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quick release on the RPO. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown, Wyoming. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
An unbelievable Unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. He's looking to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wyoming! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Colorado State, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Cowboys and Rams. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that old bronze boot.
The Rams will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys,
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looking to throw on 3rd. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rams will hustle to the line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Running to Green. Past the 30. Oh, he's got some space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Nebraska. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll do it himself. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The give from the gun. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Cowboys have this offense rolling. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. And the Cowboys in the hurry up. Quarterback strolling away from heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands, and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Rhodes. And he'll be brought down. The Rams are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rhodes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Colorado State. And here they come, almost all the way back.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
31, Colorado State, 24.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. It's complete to the left. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires on the run. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hauls it in. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than's blocked, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Pace. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The lone back's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The play-action fake. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Lost one deep down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Powers through the defender. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. The Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Rams want to move quickly. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Nothing quite as spicy as when Brown Mustard takes home a victory in a rivalry game and beats Colorado State, and the Cowboys will be hooting and hollering well into the night. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.